Okay, so to make these owls, a lot of the steps are very similar. So first what you're going to do is you're going to decide what color you want to paint your owls. You can paint them all the same color, or two the same, or do the three different like I have done. So we have spicy mustard, persimmons, and just a pewter gray. So those are the colors that I used. So once everything is painted, and I did the front and the back, once everything is painted, then you're going to take your Mod Podge and you're going to just go and coat everything. And I did the sides. It's kind of hard to see. There, that one I did. Where it's shiny. So, but this wood is kind of rough. And that's the other thing about the paint. You're going to probably need 2 to 3 coats because it soaks it up really quick. So while those are drying, what I would suggest is to also paint all your eyes. And I did them all cream. All the insets are all black. And then I did 2 owls that had orange noses. And then I did one, the little guy, he has kind of the yellow nose. So I would paint all your little pieces, and your hands are going to get really messy because these are small. So probably just paint all the eyes, go wash your hands, and paint all the insets of the black, wash your hands, because it is kind of a messy process. So once all those pieces are painted, then the next step is to trace your paper. So for this guy, he has kind of a white shirt underneath and then the vest and a tie. I don't have a tie template, I'm just realizing. So you're going to want to turn the paper over on the back side. Find the template that you need. So this one is the big owl. So you're going to find the big owl, trace it out, cut it, find the next piece that you need. So this is for the vest. So you're going to flip the paper over, cut it out, and as well as for the tie. So you'll just do that, and then you're going to repeat that step for the little owl and for the middle owl. So those are the choices of paper that I used. So when those are on, are all cut out, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and add a little Mod Podge to the base, like where you're going to be putting it. And then I like to put just a little thin layer on the paper itself. You're going to place your paper where you want it, and then you're going to take a scraper. You can take like the edge of a credit card, or this scraper thing, and then you're going to want to start from the center and go out, and you're trying to just get everything nice and smooth and get all the bubbles out of your project. Sometimes I even have to kind of lift up my paper if there's a bubble that isn't going out when I'm scraping. You just want to be really careful because your paper is going to be wet a little bit, and so you don't want to rip it. So anyway, that's how you get kind of a smooth surface like that. Okay, now the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to, once all your paper is dried on your owl, and you got everything where you want it, you're going to get the brown, some brown paint. You're just going to dab a little bit on your paper towel, and I kind of like to spread it around a little bit so it's not a big huge glob. And then this is just kind of, I don't know, it just depends on how distressed you want it, how distressed you want your owl looking. So I'm going to do the eye right here, and I just kind of just run, it's kind of like I'm tracing a little bit just around the lines. That seems really heavy to me, so I'm going to take a clean dry area and kind of rub it off a little bit, so then it's not as super obvious. So you can go like this and kind of pull it down a little bit. So you're just kind of giving it some texture and some, definition? What's the word? Depth? I'm just gonna give it some depth. Okay. There's one eye. And we'll do the other eye. Is that the eyes, and then to do the outline of the owl, it's the same. You just kind of add a little bit, and you're just going to kind of draw a little outline. And if it's too heavy or too thick, then you're going to want to take a dry side of it and kind of just rub it in. So you're just kind of go, and I just kind of went around the outline, but you definitely could add more if you want a little more shading to make his face look a little more. I did it around the nose, you're welcome to do that. And then I also did it along the paper. So I did it along the base and then around here and a little bit on his tie and his shirt. So that is an option. And here's how this one looks. And I kind of did it right here in between his wings. So I'm noticing right here, this one doesn't seem to have as much, so I'm just going to take, maybe it's still wet, I don't know. Okay, yeah, but it's a little wet. So I'm just going to take my thing and kind of go along here to add a little more depth to this side right here. And then on this side too. So it's just kind of a personal taste. You know, the owls definitely would be cute even if you didn't want to add an outline to it. But that is what you do with that. Then, once your eyes are all dry and the paint and everything and you're done distressing, then you're just gonna hot glue your eyes on. However, and I even kind of toyed with flipping those around, these little black inserts, so that it's facing the other way. It just kind of has a different look. I even did it kind of off to the side. So that's definitely a personal taste, however you want to do that. So you're just gonna hot glue these on how you like them, and then hot glue on some buttons for this one. Same with this, you're gonna hot glue, and I added a little highlights. I think the owls look cute too without it, so all you're going to do to make the highlights is just get some cream paper, cream paint, get the edge of your paintbrush in it, the end of it, and then just make a dot and then make a line. So, okay, so to make the bow tie, you're going to kind of make it a little bit wider than you want it to because it will get scrunched up. So you just fold it in half to the width where you want it, and then just give it a cut. And then you're going to take some hot glue and put it on the edge. And then the next step that you're going to do, okay, you're going to take some wire. You don't need that much, just kind of a little bit. And you want to put the seam on the back, and you're just going to pinch it down the center as best you can. Sometimes it's easier just to do it with the wire. Okay, then you're just going to twist, make it tight, and then kind of push the ends in the back. And I'm going to center mine a little bit better and pinch down a little more. Give it the look I want. So there's that, and then to make this little center part, we're just gonna cut, I don't know, how long is that? Oh, maybe like a 2.5 inches. I don't know, 2 inches. We're gonna cut about a 2-inch strip. And you're just gonna fold it in half and then fold it in half, and we're just gonna hot glue. So just choose a side and run the hot glue down, then you're gonna fold the one with the hot glue first. Ouch, don't get it burned. Okay, that's kind of tricky to do, but anyway, that's how you make it. So, once that's done, I like how I have all my little spots on there. That's really cute. Kind of choose where you want it. I like having this spot in the center. Okay, so then you're gonna dab a little bit of glue on one of the ends. And I already went ahead and cut mine because it was a little long. But you're just gonna wrap it and you'll just cut it so that you don't have a lot of overhang. So then you're just gonna add a little bit of glue to one end and then make this as tight as you can and flip it over. And then you'll just add some glue right there and then just attach it on to your owl. Okay. Glue on the eyes. Okay, so there's that. And then for the flowers, just gonna get 3 flowers and you're just gonna add a little hot glue to just the base flower. You don't need a lot. And then you're just gonna place a little more glue on this end and put it on. Add some glue to this, put it on, and add some glue to this right here. And then with that, you're gonna take one of these sticky things and stick it on. And I haven't decided if I'll probably add some white something to her eyes, but as of right now, this is what I'm gonna do. So that's how you do the owls.